Hello everybody, welcome back to Kusogrand8, the bad video game tournament. I do want to thank everybody who subscribed and supported during this last match. Obviously, I've been a little bit busy, so I haven't been able to thank you all. But I'm glad that every once in a while I can jump in and play some games. Okay, so yeah, they may have told you that yes, I have driven an excavator before. What they didn't tell you was that 1, I wasn't licensed, 2, I was like 14, something like that. 3, I tore down some cable lines while I was driving it around. So yeah, probably for the best that that's not my job. With that said, Crappy, take us over to the game reveal. Come on, Crappy. No, not the shovel. Not the shovel. Well, that's okay. I have a feeling we have nothing excavator related coming up because our next GM is, as a matter of fact, Omega Number, the final GM of round 1. Omega Number, come in, come chat. Let's discuss what is going on. How you doing? Omega Number. Omega Number. This is one of those things. Every once in a while, I'm like, Omega Number, where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hello, hello, are you here?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, let me go ahead and boost your audio just a little bit so I can hear you better. Hey!
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty great. How about yourself?
I won checkers this morning, so that was good.
You won checkers?
Roar did a checkers tournament.
Oh, did you win the whole
Yes,
tournament? My gosh. Well, good job. I was gonna say, sitting down and like playing a single game of checkers and winning, even I can do that. But no, if you won a tournament, congratulations.
Hey.
Yay! Now, obviously, we've got a pirate face for you here on the stream, but I have a feeling that you are not given anything pirate related. What do we have for the game?
We're playing Street Fighter.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, we're playing Street Fighter.
I'm gonna show the picture. You gotta be aware you're gonna see the picture. Wait, is this actually Street Fighter? No way, no.
Yeah, put it on. Yes.
It's fighting street. We're fighting a street, and there's Mount Rushmore behind us, and we've got muscles, and this is not Street Fighter, okay? I'm very insistent that this is a completely different game, but the players are gonna have to figure out what is going on. Over the course of an hour, whoever does, of course, will take the victory and get 10 points. The person who comes in last is not eliminated from Kusogrand8. They will get some points for being awesome, 2 points, and nobody gets eliminated until the end of round 2. It's kind of like Doctor Who, okay? Everybody lives this time. With that said, is this actually Street Fighter?
Yes.
So you're not memeing.
Why it's called this in a little bit. There is a reason why they swapped the name. But yes, this is actually Street Fighter, just ported to the TG16.
Okay. Well, I should have audio coming through, hopefully, unless there's no audio in this first part.
There's no audio until they start.
That's fine. Okay, and just because we have a lot of black screens and stuff, I'm probably going to need to recapture in a second, so everybody in chat, forgive me, and if you want, come kiss me, okay? Because I feel sad now that I lost a round, and I need smooches, okay? Omega Number, probably not you. I mean, unless you really want to smooch. Okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and talk to the players and see if we can begin the game. So I am personally ready. Are you ready, Omega Number?
I am definitely ready.
So what would be good emotes for chat to spam?
Fireballs, punches, kicking things.
Okay.
big blocks that you punch and break apart. I don't know. It's
Street Fighter
I mean,
things. Street Fighter
so.
things. And yeah, I would go ahead and say spam those and spam any kissing emotes as well because I need some kisses. Come on. Okay. So the players appear to be ready, and Polk is here. Hello there, Polk.
Hello.
Hey.
Brains.
Polk is our zombie today, and many thanks for you being willing to play the game. I'm doing the countdown. Best of luck to the players. Spam those emotes, everybody. As soon as I see movement, I will start a timer. Come on, come on. Get them going. Oh, what is this music? This is beautiful. This is art. Round one. Oh, it even told me it was round one. Oh, no.
But this was a launch title for the CD, so it actually has CD music. If you're talking about the sound.
Gotcha. Okay. I might need to turn on our compressor and so that way we can hear everything here. Okay, we've got a lot of sounds, we've got a lot of noises, we've got a lot of chaos, and I don't know what is gonna happen here. But I'm excited for it. I like fighting streets.
Well, apparently Tetsuya is gonna like completely obliterate the first round very quickly. I guess that's.
Hey, welcome to Tetsuya. Everybody, feel free to check out what is happening with our players. We have a variety of people here. 60 and quarter, Bursik Badger, and Tetsuya. Bursik, I actually kept trying to meet up with him in when we were both in Dallas because he was over at the convention as well, but like, we never got to, so thank you, Omega Number, for being willing to torture one of my friends.
No problem.
That's what love is about.
Yes, it is, totally. Some context. Oh my goodness, we're already up to Geki. So the reason why it is not called Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So Namco owned a trademark on something called Street Fight.
Okay.
And apparently that clashed with the console version, but not the arcade version, or they actually licensed from Namco. It's a little uncertain. But they may. It seems like they actually did pay license for the name for the arcade version, but not. They didn't have enough for on the console version to do that, so they just swapped the name over.
Gotcha.
It was like a trademark. It was why the name was.
Why does it always say final at the beginning?
What are you talking about with?
Or what does it say? Like when they start the fight, I heard final, but maybe I'm imagining things.
The sound's not that great in this era. I mean, you know, it's they're supposed to say fight. But always come out that way, I guess.
Ooh, so yeah, Polk here is our zombie for this match. Polk is giving us some live reactions to what is happening. What is happening, Polk? How's the game going?
It is so stiff. Like if you use the usual fighting game here, feel like it's more like a Tiger Electronics.
Oh no! Oh no! What strength? Why is this picture? Oh my gosh, chop the things!
Uh-oh.
Okay.
On the stage.
There we go. Tetsuya chops some of them and looks hideous. Oh my gosh, that is one of the most hideous sprites I've seen in a long time. You have to defuse the bomb.
Tetsuya is blazing through this. Has made it to USA with Joe. The other players are either still on Japan 1 or Japan 2.
Okay.
And yeah, the Tiger Electronics game is actually really insightful. That's kind of that really nails it what the feel of playing this game is like. I think if you watch Tetsuya do it, he said in the channel that he liked playing bad fighting games. So this might just be up his alley. So that maybe making it look easy, but I don't know. The enemies get harder, so you know. It looks like he might hit the wall already here. We'll see.
Possibly. It's a little bit difficult to know because Tetsuya likes playing all kinds of trash, you know. But with that said, Tetsuya did already get to USA, I believe. Everybody else still kind of dealing with this ninja.
Like, why is the ninja allowed to bring ninja stars? It's so many of them!
I mean, it makes sense to me. Hello, ninja uses ninja stars. This is how it goes.
What kind of tournament brings ninja stars? No way!
You're on the street. Okay, you're fighting on the street. Of course you can bring ninja stars, you know? Bring us...
yes.
Yeah, maybe bring a, tire wrench next time instead of just being like, oh, I can use my fist. Whatever, I can use... freaking, I don't know, ninja stars.
Yes. Number me not to bring a stick.
I want to be
martial art tournaments.
Yeah, bring a stick too. Come on, bring all the gear. A stick, ninja stars, other weapons. That's all I've got for you so far. Tire iron, yeah, those. Now, Omega number. I believe we have a decent number of referees here, and it looks like basically our players will be going the routes in order: Japan, and then USA, China, and then UK. Does that mean that they will be playing as different fighters here?
No. There's Ken if you play player 2. So like if you play a 2. Actually, in the TG16 version, you could plug in the controller into the second slot, and I think play single player Ken. But I didn't want to mess with that. We had enough technical difficulties at the start as it was. It was like, I don't want to push my luck here on... and supposedly they're indistinguishable anyway, but, you know, I didn't want to risk, there's some slight animation that makes, one of them an advantage from the other. So, no, there's no changing character. This is Street Fighter 1 we're talking about here.
What?
The big character select screen.
Yeah.
You just play as... so I just learned how to pronounce it in Japanese, and it's like Ryu or something like that. And so you're okay just saying Ryu in English because it's really hard to say the syllable for English speakers.
It's probably closer to Ryu, just like Ryuji in Persona. As a kid, I'd say Ryu. Hey. You want to play as Ryu? And yeah, I'm so glad that I don't say that anymore because I have learned some basic pronunciation, even if I'm incorrect. It's better than what I used to say. Now, I'm taking a look, by the way. We do have a number of referees helping out with this match. Buster Curry, Mouse Shy Clades, and pressure-sensitive Nakarashi. Uh-oh. Don't put too much pressure on that. Bees Louise, our backup referee, and they're tracking to make sure that we know how far all the players are. Wait, Polk, you're not in the USA route, are you?
Yes, I am. I did beat that ninja.
Very nice. Now, Tetsuya is currently on the Great Wall of China? I'm confused. That's fine.
You know, hold on. How much time? Okay, no, I don't. I still don't think we're going to see it clear. I think even if you clear really fast, you're not going to get through all 4 routes. But this is really fast. I am kind of astounded. Yeah, because it just plays so bad that it's really hard to comprehend until you try it. That this kind of looks like it might be feasible, but it's the combos are just so difficult.
I don't know any of these enemies. We've got G.I. Joe that Polk just beat up. and actually got beat up by Bursik, just doing Hadoken. Very nice. Oh, that actually is Joe. His name is Joe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Famous Street Fighter character Joe.
Joe.
I'm sorry, Fighting Street Fighter. No, Fighting Street.
I think it was a GI.
Yeah, and Balrog in this is Mike. So they weren't worried about the Mike Tyson thing for this.
On my feet, Joe.
So there's a joke somebody mentioned earlier that, just for context for people who don't know this game at all, the original arcade version, there's actually a second arcade version where they fixed it, but the very original arcade version, the way it worked is there was a punch and a kick, and the way you did different levels of punch and kick is you hit the button harder or lighter.
Okay.
As you can imagine, this was very hard on the machines and hard to control, and nobody liked it. But it kind of amazingly innovative if you think about it. Like, you actually punch harder in the game.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Like, sure, it's a bit flawed. But at the same time, like, there's some... I mean, maybe... there's not precedence. There are other games that did have, like... certain timing things relating to strength. Smash Bros, you've got the smash attacks, obviously, that you sort of charge up. They're the same attack, but it all depends on when, the timing and when you release it. So being able to have some dynamic damage, I think is helpful here. Of course, our referees are keeping track of the important images here. Look at those bonus points! Yeah! I just love that you go to freaking South Dakota, the best place to fight in the U.S.
Well, I mean, it is an iconic location in Mount Rushmore, so it's kind of you pick a background that represents the U.S. I guess it's either that or the Grand Canyon, and since...
or New York, or Las Vegas, or, like... 50 other possible places. Like, there are a lot of places in the U.S. Oh, geez. And there we go. Tetsuya taking down Birdie round 1. Polk, meanwhile, trying to deal with the boxer. This boxer needs to stop jumping. You can't, like, come on. No jumping in boxing, I swear.
I believe this is also the same boxer that's in Street Fighter 2, but originally the character was named Mike after Mike Tyson.
Yep.
But, well, they decided that might be a problem legally later on.
Yeah, and technically he would have been M. Bison, but then they switched it with Balrog. So his name in future games, Balrog, the boxer. What strength? Oh, he's very upset. It looks like Tetsuya is moving on.
Go to heaven.
Go to heaven? No! I don't want to go to heaven. I want to stay here.
So this instantly, even though this does have continues, it does not a limited continues. There's 3 continues on the 2D6 version.
Gotcha.
And so if you actually run out of the continues, you'll have to start from the first fight again.
It looks like Tetsuya is going up against Eagle. Now, are all of these still the Japan route then?
Right, yeah, so basically it's just the starting country, and then you kind of fight the same ones again, just in a different way. There is also a secret ending that you can get if you beat all of them. I didn't even give instructions about that, because, oh no, nobody would do that well in this game, right?
You never know. I mean, like...
Yeah, if you beat all of them, there is a true ending. I forget exactly the details, but...
Yeah, Tetsuya being taken down by Eagle in one round here. It looks like we've got a entry for the score. The Tigers just pointing their butts at the score. That's always nice. Oh. Ooh, hey, Bursic taking down the guy who tells you to go to heaven. Very nice. 60 and a quarter, and Polk. Wait, never mind. Polk got to the Great Wall. 60 and a quarter. South Dakota. Decent place. It looks like Tetsuya's in the UK. Just, it turns out the duck and punch this guy in the groin strat is working out pretty okay. You know, occasionally he'll get a hit off on you, but as long as you don't care about a little bit of damage, you're going to get through it.
Yeah. One of the things about, so when I picked this game, there's a lot of discussion amongst racing community, not just Kusogrand8, but the tournament like that.
Yeah, your mic is a little bit quiet. I don't know if there's any way you can turn it up.
Try to crank a little more. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you great.
Okay. So, fighting games in general, because they've evolved so many things that aren't totally intuitive, like error cancels and blocks that have such and such an animation that you can then do a combo to do a retribution. That then if you do a landing in a certain way, you can do a dodge. I mean, there's all sorts of things that have built up over the years. And that means that some of the fighting games aren't really appropriate for a race like this.
Oh, yeah.
This game doesn't have any of that. So it's good. It's good. I mean, you still got the special moves, but like it just, there's no way to do a lot of the things you would think of in a regular fighting game. So it's a little bit of an equalizer.
Okay.
Because of that.
Ha! 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 So much ha! Ha! I love it. Yeah. As far as I can tell, by the way, you know, Capcom obviously made Street Fighter, but it's possible that Hudson did a little bit of the conversion, or at least helped some here, as far as I can tell.
Well, the other one made the turbo graphics, so that makes sense.
Yeah, let me check to make sure. Yeah, because one of the people who worked on this worked on the East games, Ghouls and Ghosts for Super Graphics, which, let me see who did the Super Graphics version of it. It looks like Hudson Soft. Yep. Okay, so, yeah, odd. At that time, Hudson had some fairly, they had a lot of hits and misses when it came to the work that they did. Sometimes they had some great conversions. Sometimes they had some pretty crappy ones. And let me just say, this isn't the... I'm not exactly sure how this compares to the arcade version of Street Fighter, but it looks like a downgrade. I'm pretty sure this is a downgrade.
Kind of. I mean, there's graphics and then there's controls, and I found comparing them. I kind of, so remember the arcade one kind of had to get retrofitted to. So the original one went like you hit the button literally harder to hit the punch harder, right?
Yeah.
And then they, because I was breaking so many machines, they made a version where it doesn't have that. But this actually feels a little better for me control wise.
Okay.
I mean, it's still bad either way. But how you're holding in there, Poke?
Polk, did you get a full game over?
Yes, I did.
That's okay. Other players did as well. You're not the only one.
But I won't forget, there are many guys like me all over the world.
That's what everybody says.
Before they had any
kiddo.
So we're up to Saget. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Whoa, look at him. Saget, those high kicks. Oh my gosh. Oh, Tetsuya took away a sliver of health and Sagat just absolutely wrecked him. Yeah, everybody, I think we have met the first major wall of the game. Oh, we got a crotch punch. Okay, good. Oh, nope, Sag. Okay, if you can manage to do something that gives you iframes like the Shoryuken, which Tetsuya has been doing, that actually can let you get up close to the enemy, it's really Oh, Tetsuya, what the crap? Tetsuya taking down Sagat in round 2. Let's see about round 3 now. Wow. People on sound for the Sagat stage, can I switch over that quickly? Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's gonna be over probably before I get... Oh, let's try. Let's try. Come on. Let's see. Okay. What a good laugh. I like it. Ah. Try again, kiddo. Okay, I think we're gonna have Sagat sound in just a second. Let's see. I'm waiting. Okay, there is indeed another continue in Tetsuya's history here. Okay, let's see if we get good audio here. Come on, come on. Ryu, you can do it.
I also appreciate that Tetsuya is actually entering initials rather than just moving on with AAA. It's important, right?
Sure. Okay. Wow.
All right.
All right. I like it. I dig this quite a bit. Well, for those who are wondering, Tetsuya is definitely in the lead right now. You know, he's made it all the way to Sagat without getting a game over, which is honestly really impressive because look at Sagat right now. Look at him go. Oh, ooh, and there goes Tetsuya. That didn't last very long. Round 3. Come on, round 3. You can do it. So,
from testing this, I was expecting this kind of destroying like on an earlier round. There's more walls than just this character. It just happens to be that he was making it look easy.
Yeah, not anymore. Giant kiddo. Okay, we'll try again, kiddo. We'll try.
So, would you like to hear some lore?
Yes, please. Give me the lore.
All right, let's see here. Fight your way around the world. Get ready on stop as you take on 10 different opponents from 5 different countries in this awesome martial arts marathon. Retsu and Geki from Japan, Joe and Mike from the US, Lee and from China,
Ooh.
Birdie and Eagle from England. And no matter which country you choose to fight in first, you'll end up facing the biggest and the baddest Kung Fu kings, Adon and Sagat from Thailand.
Ah.
Good. Each different opponent has their own specialty and a bag of tricks that make this round-the-world battle a truly challenging adventure loaded with surprises. Move from country to country by defeating the 2 opponents who are out to test your best martial arts skills.
Oh, I love that. That, like, this voice acting is so good. I gotta be honest, I love it.
I think the CD music also, I mean, I haven't really sat and compared, but it was just, there was something about it that made me like, this is the version I want to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, if you actually get download this. I mean, it's got a bunch of CD tracks. I don't know if there's an easy way to play them independently. There probably is.
Okay.
So you can listen to the jams if you want to.
I mean, I might have to sometime. Like, let me just say, this Thailand music, I don't love it so much. I'm gonna go back and listen to US because I want to hear what South Dakota sounds like. I don't think we got that. So good.
Any more continues on?
Tetsuya is out of continues back to the beginning of the game. We are going back through the Japan route, and that is fine. Welcome to this game is a little bit brutal, especially with the fine. Yeah, for Tetsuya's first attempt through the game, that was extremely good. Oh, I like the music in USA. Didn't last very long, but it's good.
Like really starts to pick up on maybe I never found what I'd call a cheese strat for that worked really generally. That's another thing that makes fighting games difficult to get in tournament things is, you know, a single player, you just use the same move over and over. That doesn't really work very well here. Although Polk, maybe you can comment on that. It's so, but somebody might kind of pick up on it and like actually do a really smooth run all the way to the end. It's possible. So even though Tetsuya is way ahead, there's still time for the other players to catch up.
Indeed. Yeah, Polk, how are things going for you so far?
No, the DJ is still causing a problem, as I imagine. Also, I don't know, the thing here, trying to do special moves, this is much harder than it used to be. Like, holy carp.
Yeah.
I believe this might be one thing Tetsuya has an advantage, because I've been taking a peek once in a while, and he's been doing Hadoukens, which really more powerful in this game than I remember.
Honestly, yeah, in most of the Street Fighter games, they deal some damage, but, you know, in order to actually take somebody out with them, you probably need to hit, like, what, 8, 10? Whereas in this game, you hit 2, and they're pretty much gone. Oh, no, another game over for Bursik, but, honestly, you know, that's completely fine because it looks like Bursik won one round against Mike, putting Bursik slightly ahead of 60 and a quarter. 60 and a quarter needs to beat Mike in order to move into second place at this point. Tetsuya has a firm lead, though.
Just for context in race chat, so Bursik said that he didn't really play fighting games and 60 did. So the fact that they are neck and neck is kind of, you know, this game is an equalizer, I guess, unless you play bad fighting games.
Okay. Yeah, I think that I would agree with you. It's like, if you are experienced with bad fighting games, what you probably are trying to look for is cheese strats. Any way that you can land hits without having hits land on you. So is there a decent way to defend? Is there a hit that is going to be like, is this enemy scary? Is he going to take you down in 2 hits? If so, how do you keep defending until you can land some light hits? If they're not dealing a lot of damage to you, is there, like, are you able to just put out super powerful moves until one lands and you can knock them out in 1 or 2 shots? Because if so, that is a fantastic way to cheese it. So yeah, it's like, are you the damage sponge or is the enemy the damage sponge? And once you know that, you know a little bit more how to approach this.
It's possible if you could be really consistent at specials, as what somebody in chat is pointing out. Subwoofer's ice cream. The specials do not follow the normal laws of fighting games. Like, you just have to relearn how to do specials if you know how to do specials. So, and I never found a way to like reliably get them to happen. But like maybe there's a strat where you jump to the back and you throw a whole bunch of fireballs, like people turtle when they, in the arcade playing Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
But it just doesn't work here because you can't do it that much. It's like it's a.
Yep.
So I guess when you're talking about just now the strength of the attack, I think that might be also reflective of the difficulty of the attack.
Ooh.
It's not like a chip because of how hard it is to do.
Yeah, it actually does. The manual does list specifically, let's see, damage and scores for individual moves. You've got standing punch, weak, average, and strong. I'm having a hard time like figuring out exactly how. Because you've got one button for kick and one button for push. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
but the longer you hold them, the more powerful the punch and the more delayed they're going to be.
yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, weak punch is 2 damage, average punch 6, strong punch is 8. And so that, yeah, it sort of is going, and that's for head blows. However, for body blows, if you hit with a weak punch, it's 1 damage. Average punch is 6 damage, identical to the head blow. Strong punch is 8 damage, identical to the head blow. So weak attacks seem specifically debuffed when you're not hitting the head. Like, weak attacks, honestly, are probably not worth doing, as far as I can tell. Except possibly the jumping kick, in which case it actually deals a decent amount of damage. Standing kick, also, like, the average and strong standing kick are probably debuffed if you hit the body. So standing kick, just doing the weak one, might be one of the best fast attacks to get out there.
Hey guys, I'm not doing the random roar dive-in thing the way that I normally do. I'm actually here to share something really cool about this game.
Oh, cool.
If you don't mind. Hulk is currently a zombie that does not matter for score, correct?
Nope, I don't mind that out.
That means that Hulk can try this really cool technique, which is do a jumping attack and pause when you hit them when you're in midair. Jump, attack, pause.
Ha!
Uh-oh.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say you can try this a few times. Yeah,
Well, his
whatever.
points don't
Polk's
matter,
here for
so that's why
entertainment.
Yeah. That's the only reason I'm telling him, Hulk.
Yeah. Much appreciated.
It won't work entirely if you're not familiar, but yeah.
That was a reset. Okay.
Yeah, that's the reset button.
Well, there
press
might
that
be a
button.
soft reset for the TurboGrafx with a combination of buttons.
Yeah, I told them. I actually gave them.
I tried to master the start button a little too quickly. I guess because it's holding it. Whoops!
Roar!
Yeah.
Is that the
No.
trick? You were just gonna
No,
punch a
that's
reset?
that's not the trick. Don't press run plus
So
select.
run and then select. Run plus select. That is your reset. Okay.
Do you jump, attack, pause? Press pause when you're in when you just do your jump attack, and then unpause it and do it again.
Can you pause while in the air? Like,
No, watch what's happening.
does the enemy do the
Enemy's
same
just
thing
gonna
every
come
time?
up.
The enemies no longer until the game. So when you pause, when you jump, your action carries through until the pause triggers. However, all AI actions stop at that moment until it pauses.
Whoa.
Which means that you win the jumping neutral always every time.
Oh, that's really cool. You just stop their AI by
Please.
pausing in the middle. Okay, a very
Stop
tricky.
their AI in the middle of your jump so they can't block your jump and they get hit every time.
Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't pausing while you were in the air, and that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
was learning that too, but
I suppose if a player actually figures that out during the match, they deserve the. I mean, because there is actually like a visual cue that, wait a minute, something weird's going on when you pause right there. I could see it happening. Somebody figures that out, but
I'd be shocked.
Yeah, that is the only way that I beat Sagat. When I played this game, I had to cheat. It was impossible. I just wanted to share that cool little tidbit with you.
I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, it looks like it would probably take practice to get it down just right, and that is fine. Yeah. That is how it goes.
Yep.
The BS getting smart to my tactics.
Yeah, that's all right. Tetsuya on to South Dakota, fighting Mike. Hey, Mike. No, stop it. Stop it, Mike. How about you fall down? Nope, stop.
Ah! You must talk your ear off.
Yeah, it's pretty apparent that the enemy does stop when you have hit that button or hit the pause button, but it's also just it's gonna take practice in order to get it working right. And if any of the players can, sweet. With that said, we are more than halfway through. We're getting close to the end of the match. This is almost the end of specifically the first round of Kusogrand8. We will be moving into round 2 where people start getting eliminated. And generally, if players take first or second in round 1 of Kusogrand8, they can't be eliminated in round 3. But anybody who takes third or fourth, they're going to be a bit in the danger zone. So, you know, that's one advantage to having a zombie in the match. But we are also keeping track of who has had zombies so that they do not get another zombie in the future. And they have a full 4-person match.
Would you like some more lore?
Yeah, give me some lore, baby. I need to know what is happening in this world. What?
Yeah, all right. So they also describe the opponents, and some of them are kind of funny, I thought. So we can go through that too here.
Sure.
So Retsu specializes in the jump kick. Watch your timing when you fight this guy. Geki, the grandson of a master ninja, uses a sword and an iron claw, which is wrapped around his arm. Beware. He can disappear into thin air. Joe, a lightweight, but comes at you with successive back kicks. This is a US now.
Okay.
Mike, a former boxer who packs a powerful punch. Mike is a pro at hand-to-hand combat. By the way this works, some other fighting games around this time works is the difficulty goes up as you're going through the route. So the order that you do, so like people have been able to beat Retsu, but maybe if Japan happens 4th in your sequence, Retsu might be a little more difficult.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if we'll actually see another run through of this, starting with the United States, but that's one of the deals with this is you just pick which one you're starting with, and you're still fighting the same people no matter what route you're taking. It's just their difficulty levels are tweaked.
Yeah, that's pretty typical with fighting games. Interesting that like even the original Street Fighter had that mechanic, but it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So going on here, China, Lee, a kung fu expert. Quick movements and successive attacks are his specialty. Lee has flashy tricks, but he's a solid fighter. Again, practices an unusual style of boxing and is a very old martial arts master with very quick moves. England, Birdie, an awesome opponent with superhuman strength and quick moves. His specialty is the headbutt attack. When did he first come back? Was it Street Fighter 3?
I know that he wasn't in Street Fighter 2.
Right. But he did eventually show up again. I don't remember which one did he start showing up.
Okay.
He was an alpha? Okay. Eagle uses 2 iron rods. Avoid his deadly spin attack. And then finally, Thailand. Adon turns in the air, comes at you with successive attacks. Beware of his punches. And then Sagat, the biggest and the baddest, comes at you with waving fists. All of his moves are super destructive.
No, I don't want them to be super destructive. Hey, it looks like 60 and a quarter. is making some solid progress here and is back in second place. Are we gonna have Sagat? No, Jen. Who the crap is Jen? Hey, Jen.
Old dude.
My name is Jen.
J or G?
G this time. Oh, good. There's a money exchanger. Maybe we can go, you know, do some swaps, currency swaps, go get some local goods, whatever, you know, at the general store. Wait, no, we're fighting. Jen, is Jen from the general store? Well, that's it. He's down.
Would explain a few things.
I'm not sure what the martial art is supposed to be here. Is it like a specific one?
Who? For which person?
Jen.
For Jen?
Yeah.
Martial art is kill ya. It's a good martial art. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see. Yeah, the manual does say he practices an unusual style of boxing. It's probably drunken boxing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess there's kind of a drunken boxing thing to it.
Can't say drunken boxing because, oh, it is the 90s. With the game being ported to the US, can't mention.
I do believe Ken is one of the returning characters in Street Fighter. Not the second one. Later on.
Wait, someone else is saying that Lee is the drunken boxer? Well, Lee sucked at it. Jen was a little bit better. Come on. And that appears to be China for 60 and a quarter. We are going to England. Bursic has a little bit of work to catch up to where 60 and a quarter is. It's still possible, though. One good run is really what you need, considering that Tetsuya managed to get to Thailand relatively early on, and still nobody has passed him. Again, you just need one good attempt.
Okay, oh my God, is it normal for the ninja to throw 3 shurikens in one throw?
I mean, if he wants to win, sure. That's normal.
Novasol in chat mentions that Jen is using the crane and mantis style.
Oh yeah, that would be crane style. That and mantis. That makes sense for the hand posture. Yeah.
Yeah, like the bit in Karate Kid, I think, right? Do you know what I'm referring to?
I've never seen the Karate Kid. I got to be honest.
Okay.
Like, I know.
Thing where he practices this one particular kick, which is like a special move. Apparently, it's actually useless for like real karate, but like they make a big deal out of it in the movie. This is I'm not a Karate Kid expert, so I might be. I haven't even seen that. There's like a Netflix series now, I think, which is like a continuation of the Karate Kids, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one I'm not an expert on, so I can't tell you. But
honestly, there are so many flashy moves in martial arts that are mostly flashy because of how long they take. Yeah, and like, if for some reason you manage to actually land one of those in a fight, that means that you're fighting possibly the worst person in the world. No, like the practical
Well, that's what you call it, art.
Yeah, like the practical, useful stuff. You know, if you enter like a real fight, it's probably going to be over after the first 2 or 3 hits if you know what you're doing. Like optimally, you want it done after the first hit. You do not want the fight to go on longer than that. No, first hit, you're done.
But training with martial arts isn't just about the movement here, it's all about your posture and how you put yourself, and the base on how you're able to do follow up with the blow. Putting in as much strength as you can with the weight you have.
See, 16 and a quarter, the perfect strat is you punch them in the crotch. I learned that in 3 ninjas. Come on. Punch them in the crotch. Punch them in the crotch.
Put them in the crotch.
Yeah.
And you go for the weak spots. Simple as that.
Yeah, the eyes, the throat, the crotch. I think the armpits are
I think
pretty
the other
good.
side of the under the arms too, the armpits. The solar plexus is also a good spot.
Yeah, step on their toe. That's a pretty good strat. Ooh, the belly button. Nobody likes their belly button being touched. Nobody. Okay? You don't even have to hit them there. You just, like, stick your finger in and wiggle it, and they're like, I'm done. I'm done fighting. That was weird.
You weirdo! Why you hit me there?
More
So
like,
that was-
why did you stick your finger in my belly button? There might be lint in there. It's weird. I don't want you doing that, okay? No more. No more. Yeah, it looks like Tetsuya doing pretty well against Birdie, because you know what? If you just duck and punch a bunch, Birdie is not a pushover, kind of punchover. Bursic, good fight against Mike. You need to win the next one if you want a chance to stay in. Like, as long as you don't get a full game over again, you might have a chance, but, like, we've got to see progress past Mike. Polk, you took down Guy. This
Joe.
guy, not Guile.
Guile, still the same thing, right?
Yeah. Don't forget there are many guys like you all over the world.
All over the world.
All over the world.
This is Guile at home.
I know that Guy is a different character. He's Guy, not Guile. Hello, I said Guy. Chat, stop making fun of me.
So, is this the first time 60's been to Thailand?
Yes, this is the first time. This is the first enemy of Thailand, right?
Right.
Cool.
Birdie?
Yeah, like 60 and a quarter could potentially move into the lead, but he needs to beat this guy and Sagat. And unfortunately, 60 got taken down. Let's see if 60 has extra continues. If so, there's a chance. Okay, Bursic against Mike. Are you going to be able to take him down? Bursic using this big kick. Yeah. The timing. Look at that timing. Kick him in the rib cage right at the right time. 60 and a quarter. Getting back into it against Adon. Now, I know that Bursic Badger, this is his first time playing in Kusogrand8. 60 and a quarter. Like, the name sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not completely sure. Tetsuya's played in a few and has made it to the bracket before. I'm not too surprised that Tetsuya is in the lead. But, yeah, there's really, it really doesn't matter how well somebody does in, like... In the overall scheme of things, you know, this is entertainment. We're here to have fun. And honestly, it's being a lot of fun to see how different players do. And, you know, we've had novices come in and knock it out of the park. We had longtime players come in and struggle to do well. It's just, you never really know how it's going to be. And there are certain genres that are going to be your weak spot. Fighting games do not show up in Kusogrand8 very often, but they do show up. And they're one of those kind of terrifying things where somebody who can be amazing at other games just ends up getting their butt kicked. With that said, Bursic Badger is through the US and on to China, I believe. Very nice job.
Yes.
And 60 still has some credits to try to get through here.
What's
but yes, to
great?
get in the lead, 60 will need to actually beat the game. So
Muslims, don't forget the Americans are all over the world.
Oh,
What
the voice line's
happened?
so good. Yeah, okay, Bursic just doing the bonus stage, which That did not take very long to get through, and I'm glad that it does actually give you a bonus of an extra credit if you do it well. Yeah, that's extremely helpful. It's not a challenging bonus game either. It's just a very short amount of time. It's like, react to this. If it's your first time doing it, you might mess it up. If it's not, you're probably going to get it, and you're going to have a better attempt. You're going to have a better shot of actually making it through the game. Tetsuya, let's see if Adon will go down. Come on down.
Or you can.
Yeah, I think the uppercut is kind of the difference between 60's version and Tetsuya's version in terms of the fight, because they're actually using some pretty similar strats, I've noticed.
Tetsuya moving on to what is the correct pronunciation? Is it Sagat? Because I always said Saget, like Bob Saget, you know?
Sagat. Please do watch the Street Fighter movie.
Which one?
You love it.
We could it could be like a special event. Yeah, wait a minute. Twitch doesn't even let you do that, right? Or anymore?
I don't know. I never actually did the watch together thing on Twitch, and I'm not sure if it's still a thing. If it is, I have Prime, I guess. Oh, Tetsuya getting the tiger, whatever.
Tiger key, knee, tiger uppercut, tiger shot, tiger shot, tiger shot.
Yeah, that one. Let me just say that as cool, as big as Sagat is, his posture is a little bit weird.
He's a Muay Thai fighter, I believe.
Tetsuya getting one win. You gotta get the second one. Come on.
Oh, there we go. There's that the uppercut. That was 30. Managed to do an uppercut to finish off. So was that one fight, round one or two rounds one? I wasn't paying attention.
Bursic
win around.
Getting taken down, unfortunately. Try again, kid.
Yeah, because that's the one really to watch, because it's possible that that Tsuyo's not going to make it. In which case 60's got a shot if he can get through this right now.
I've got some complaints about this. Where's my ladies? There are no ladies in this game.
Nope.
I'm very disappointed.
That's why Chun-Li's the first.
Yeah,
Well,
I
second,
loved
first.
Chun-Li as a kid, okay? Like, yeah, this reveals a little bit of how nerdy I was. Back, I believe it was when I was in first grade, I would take the Street Fighter II manual from home, and I would take it with me to the playground, and we'd play as the different characters, and I was always Chun-Li, okay? None of the other boys wanted to be Chun-Li, but I wanted to be Chun-Li. She was the best.
If you don't want to see the 90s Street Fighter movie, you could see there is a Chun-Li specific Street Fighter movie.
Yes, there is.
Oh, really?
It's also good, seemingly.
Okay. But yeah, like, I was the kid who brought video game manuals to school and brought them out for recess, okay? I was a nerd.
Same with Nintendo Power in my case.
Oh, yeah. But, like, that's Nintendo Power. Come on, that's actually got content.
It actually has the power.
Yeah, it's got the power. I don't know what the enemy on Bursic's screen just said. I have gone game over. I don't know.
Now, I did nerdier. I had like those D&D manuals. Sometimes I would bring them to read. The tabletop game, not video game.
But that actually has practical applications. And, like, you have to spend time with those in order to understand it. Like, I can't practice on a controller if I just bring the freaking manual to school. Although, I think that we probably, like, pretended to do the inputs based off of body moves or whatever. I don't even know.
Incidentally, so because we got the actual full game overs, this might be it for our placements.
Yep, but I'm gonna let them keep playing. Never give up. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Tetsuya asked me to help, and I said, you need to beat the guy. Yeah, and as it turns out, that's probably all the help that I can offer besides Blasphemous Roar's secret of if you jump, kick, pause, then you might be able to land a hit if you are Blasphemous Roar. But if you're anybody else, who knows? Ah, ah, ah. You know...
But
Oh, yeah, go
the
ahead.
secret method to beat the game, hold start and press select. That'll give me the game every time, right? Right?
I mean... No, it doesn't even take you to the game over screen. Like, that's the opposite. It takes you to the beginning of the game, Polk. That's a restart. No. Yeah. What I would say about this, you know, having watched a few different fighting games here, I would say that this definitely isn't the worst that we have had on Kusogrand8. And Omega Number, it makes sense for this to come out probably in round 1 because, like, it definitely is not good, but this isn't Shrek Fairy Tale Freakdown, you know? Is this better than Fighting Masters on Genesis? I'm not sure. Is this better than Balls 3D? Yes. I hate that freaking game so much. Okay? I loathe it. Like, the aesthetic, the weird, like, the music is partially made of sound effects that sound strangely, like, kinky. And I don't like it. Like, I don't need that on my Super Nintendo if I'm playing a fighting game. And then the background just keeps making fun of you. Like, Balls 3D, I have a hard time thinking of a fighting game that I hate more than that. And then you're just freaking balls fighting each other. It's so stupid.
What?
There are people in chat who love Balls 3D. You're all wrong, okay? You don't love it. You just forgot. You forgot how much you hate it.
I'm trying to think of which fighting game I like the least.
Wait, what?
So there's like this arcade one from the mid-90s, like after Mortal Kombat came out, that tried to like up the gore level, and I think at least one of the characters has a chainsaw, which, I mean, talk about Ninja Stars being fair in a fight, you know, using a chainsaw in your fight.
You know,
I lost the name just because probably of the trauma. It was just Time Killers. There we go.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, chat.
That's maybe, but I actually have not played Balls 3D. I watched the match. We did do a match of that, right? I remember seeing it.
We've had it in the gauntlet. I think we had a match straight up of Balls 3D. I love that Hedge Maze in chat is saying Balls 3D is the reason that I became a GM, because if that's a bad game, I have worse. Yeah, I mean, there's worse, but I have a hard time thinking of a fighting game that I enjoy less than Balls 3D. Maybe it is technically a better fighter than some fighters out there, but I like the other ones better. Okay, I hate Balls 3D. I just do. I don't want to play as balls. Unless it's Marble Madness, okay? That's fine. Because you're a marble, you're not a ball.
Already mad playing it. Already there.
So, Cole, we're kind of winding down. Is there anything that you've learned between the start and now in terms of like these techniques help, and not just like the pause strat that Roar taught us, but anything else? Just because I can't really tell from your play style on here, but is there anything specific you're doing?
I've been doing a lot of the Been doing a lot of the sweeping kick whenever I press it strong, because whenever it does a motion, I can actually press it again right away to do a follow-up, really quick, strong kick from right afterwards. It seems like he has some problems being able to deal with that. Not all of them, though, but still. Do the follow-up with that. So able to hit me and kind of hit strong along the way, so that's what I've been doing so far.
I'm really enjoying all of the discussions about like the worst fighting games. Here's the deal. I figure if you put a chainsaw in a fighting game, make it like realistic, okay, where if you actually land a hit with it, you just win. Because yeah, man versus chainsaw always wins. That's just the rules, okay?
I mean, that's even true in Final Fantasy Legend. You can kill God with a chainsaw. That's the strat for the speedrun.
Final Fantasy VI uses a chainsaw,
no,
depending on how he hits. If it lands,
that's the Game Boy game.
There's two ways that chainsaw can go. It can either do a lot of damage or it can insta-kill an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Well,
Yeah,
we are
just
at the
run that.
very end here. A fantastic job by all of our players, but only one can be victorious. And it is not our zombie, it is Tetsuya, and that is time, everybody. Polk, feel free to take a breath of fresh air, because holy guacamole, yeah, this is a game. Not the best game of all time. Certainly not the best game of all time. Not the worst game I've ever seen, but this is certainly a game. Let me go ahead and invite Tetsuya to come and chat. If Tetsuya would like, how do you feel that the players did?
Fantastic. I mean, we didn't quite get it clear, but we got close.
Yeah, honestly, considering that Roar came in and was like, the only way that I got past Sagat was cheating, essentially, because Roar's a big cheater. That is, pretty saying that, we saw a knockdown. We actually saw, like, the fact that we had a knockdown of Sagat was just amazing. Tetsuya, hello, welcome, and congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. I said it beforehand. Nobody gets past Sagat, and I'm sticking to that.
Yeah. So we did have Blasphemous Roar show up and yell a bunch as usual, but it was for different reasons. Rather than just being a memester this time, they gave us some wonderful information. Like, if you're playing the game, you jump, press the kick button, press start, and as soon as you hit the pause button, while it waits until you land before pausing the game, the enemy's AI pauses the moment that you hit the start button. And because of that, you can technically just keep getting kicks out without worrying too much about what is happening there. Although Polk tried it, and it seems like it would require a little bit of practice to get the hang of that. But, to see that you managed to take Sagat down once, yeah, you didn't get two, but still, knocking him down once is probably better than any of us expected.
It's more than I expected, that's for sure. My entire strategy was leaning on trying to do Hadoken motions as fast as I could and hoping something comes out.
I was about to ask you, how easy were the Hadokens to do for you? Because
oh my god, that was awful.
Okay,
yeah,
why? Why was it awful? Explain to me. What?
It was not consistent in the least. I think you have to put them in incredibly quickly, or something. I don't know. So I just put out the motions as many times as I could, as fast as I could.
Yeah, I'd see you, like, doing a couple of the special moves in a row and then just sort of chilling for a little while, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Tetsuya's trying to do the combos here, but it's just not coming out. And yeah, Polk was like, this is impossible. Omega Number, this is impossible. So yeah, to hear you saying that it's basically impossible and you love bad fighting games, great.
I do. Yeah, this is not Street Fighter 6, I will say that.
That's true. I would agree with you. I have to ask, though, because we were talking about the worst fighting games out there. I actually, there's a difference between what I hate the most and what is the worst. Is there, a fighting game out there that you think is the worst, or potentially one that you hate the most?
Other than whatever Mugen monstrosity that makes its rounds on the internet every so often, probably... I don't know. I think the worst one I got in competition was that Jackie Chan fighter for the arcade.
Oh.
But that wasn't even... It wasn't that bad. It was pretty bad, but... I can't think of many worse, though, that I've actually had in competition, so I'll just say that one.
Okay, the Jackie Chan fighting game. We'll go ahead and say that for your least favorite, possibly worst that you played. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
I love that chat's immediately defending that game. Yeah, thank you, chat.
I liked it. I liked that game, but as a game, it was certainly Kusoge.
Do you have a most hated?
Most hated?
Yeah. I will
don't
never
know.
play this again because I hate it.
At least competitively, I never jive with Melty Blood. And I'm gonna get a lot of people, really upset with me with that, but I could never get the hang of it.
Okay.
I like the idea of it. I could just never really get into it. It's too anime fighter for me.
Yeah, I immediately looked it up because I couldn't imagine what a game like Melty Blood would be like. But as soon as I saw the anime, I'm like, of course there's an anime fighting game called Melty Blood. Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like some of the other games that they've done.
Okay.
Yeah, just Melty Blood. I never got the hang of it. I was friends with all the Melty Blood players back in the day, but they could never convert me from the other anime fighter I played, Guilty Gear, to Melty Blood.
Yeah, I mean, that is completely fine. Some games work for some people, some games don't work for other people. Now, with that said, what are you doing these days, Tetsuya? You have anything exciting going on streams, or anything that you, people should know about? Anything you want to plug?
Not really. I haven't been streaming much at all these past couple months to a year or so. I've just been doing mostly single-player games in my off time. I've been playing Dragon's Dogma 2 since that came out. I've been playing Yakuza. Picked up Unicorn Overlord. I would suggest that. It's a very fun game.
Yeah, we rated some people playing that, and it looks really good.
Yeah, it's a good game. Other than that, I've just been playing fighting games and playing some tabletop board games.
Sweet.
So,
yes.
Yeah, pretty much keeping offline for a while, and it's been pretty nice, honestly.
Honestly, I think everybody needs that every once in a while. My job is online, but sometimes I'm like,
yeah.
I need to disappear. I need to go away.
Everyone deserves some disappearing time.
Well, everybody, I think we are going to disappear because you brought up tabletop games, and I'm submitting a tabletop game, a board game for SGDQ. I'm excited to see what the game committee thinks of it, see if it gets in, because I would love to do a board game speed run. I'm really
That's
excited
awesome.
about it, and I
That's
hope
so cool.
that it gets I hope. But yeah, thank you everybody, and I want to thank everybody who resubscribed over the last couple matches. It has been a great weekend. I will be back Tuesday night, not with Don't Make Us Bored because Corndan will be busy, but with sub choices. If you have any games that y'all want me to play, come on by Tuesday, and I will play 2 or 3 of them. And I'm going to make this a promise, okay? This is a promise. It's scheduled. Okay? Unless I'm dead, or, like, sick, or, like, I don't know. Thank you so much, Omega Number, and Polk, thank you for being our zombie. And now we need to go and raid a friend. Who can we raid, though? Oh my gosh. Not them. You know what? Gilder is always a pretty safe bet. Roguelite stuff, that sounds pretty cool.
Always good.
Yeah, I like roguelike stuff. Do we have a good raid message from Street Fighter? Or Fighting Street? Oh, what strength?
What strength?
But don't
Double
forget-
exclamation points.
Yeah.
Don't forget, there are many guys like you all over the world.
Something, kiddo. All right,
Those
take
voice
care.
lines were so good.
They were so good. Thank you, TurboGrafx, for bringing us life. Bye, everybody. See you Tuesday. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Fighting games forever.
Bye, Omega.